is legacy, tradition, and the future. What is Grambling? Grambling is all of this and more. Grambling is the place where everybody is somebody.
The world-famed Tiger Marching Band presents Click It or Ticket. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Good morning and welcome. Greetings. Thank you all for joining us here for a special edition of Prez Says. I'm Charles, the operations manager here at KGRM on the campus of Grambling State University. And we are here to have a special conversation about moving forward after crisis. We are here with President Rick Gallo. It's his show. He's calling the shots. So before we get started, I do want to provide a brief recap. Earlier last week, Sunday morning, multiple shots fired here on the quad on the campus of Grambling State University. 8 victims confirmed, one of which was an enrolled student. Yesterday afternoon, a brief press conference was held on campus where Prez and Louisiana State Police gave us updates on the situation at hand. Prez, I'm thinking we can start there. Could you give us a brief recap of the information provided during the press conference with Colonel Lamar Davis?
Yeah. So, and Charles, thank you for helping us put this together once again, and to everyone who's either listening via KGRM or watching on YouTube on our GSU TV channel, and Mr. B and everyone behind the scenes for all of your work to put this together. Obviously, I need to start with condolences to those who lost their life in the incidents of last week, as well as to our students and non-students who were impacted, whether it was physical injury or just emotional drain from the impact of all of this. Certainly this is something that we are all very much attuned to how we, number one, help our students and others who are in need of counseling. Obviously, there are counseling services that are available not only from our counseling team here on campus, but the University of Louisiana system schools have also banded together with us to provide additional counselors for our students, faculty, staff, and for everyone who may be in need of it. So again, want to make sure that everyone who needs somebody to talk to, that that there is an opportunity for that. Getting to the involvement of Louisiana State Police, and you focused on the Sunday morning event, but obviously there was also a Wednesday morning event as well. And so we have had the Louisiana State Police leading the investigations of both incidents. At this point, there is no evidence to suggest that there's any connection between the event of Wednesday morning and that of Sunday morning. The state police did issue a warrant for the suspect in the Wednesday morning event, as well as they're continuing the investigation with that event and the one from Sunday morning. And just to I guess re-emphasize that the campus currently has additional safety measures in place between, of course, our own GSU Police Department, as well as the Lincoln Parish Sheriff's Department, the Louisiana State Police, all actively patrolling the campus, and that is day and night. Implementation of a curfew that, in consultation with Cameron Jackson and other SGA officials, to ensure that students are aligned with the administration on the implementation of what I'm going to call short-term responses to this event. So we do have a 9:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew, as well as the re-implementation of the checkpoints for vehicular traffic coming onto the campus, and we've also suspended all activities. So there will not be any nighttime or evening activities that would tend to uh, draw outsiders to the campus, or in any way entice anyone to want to be here. And if folks are here who have no business, they will certainly stand out very easily and be very easily identifiable, because there will not be any sanctioned events going on. The last thing I'll just say in terms of again, short-term responses is that we will be moving our final home game, which is November 13th. The start time will be moved up to 11 a.m. It was scheduled to start at 2 p.m. We're going to move it up to 11 a.m. With the plan that we would be able to host the game, but have everyone off the campus by sundown. So those are just some of the immediate things. And of course, getting back to your question about Colonel Davis and others from State Police being here, it was to show that from the top all the way down, that we do have the support and resources of the State Police, not only in the investigation, but also as we continue to evaluate our campus safety, and as we continue with the development of our plans, both midterm and long term, on addressing safety on the campus, that they have offered all resources available to them, or to us rather, from State Police, to ensure that we've got all the support we need as we plan for additional safety measures going forward.
Very good, very good. I do want to touch on the theme "Stronger Together" with the campus activities. This theme was created by GSU student leaders and serves as the theme for all engagement and outreach activities on campus. I know that we've been doing the 7 day fast and the prayers at noon. What other events or activities, rather, do we have set up following that theme "Stronger Together" to help with support with these students and community?
Yes. Right. So, in addition to the prayer at noon, and of course, it was scheduled for a 7 day period, beginning on Sunday and ending tomorrow, which will be the seventh day. That every day at noon we're getting together via Zoom, and certainly appreciate the campus minister for leading that each day. Today there will be a walk against gun violence that will begin at 11 a.m. I believe, beginning at the Performing Arts Center, the Hutchinson Performing Arts Center. So those are those are activities that are going on, and of course our students, so many have come forward to say we want to be the change we want to see, and so it begins with this outward show of support. But there's also the need, as again the investigation continues. There was an app that was discussed by Colonel Davis yesterday. It's the See Something, Send Something. So if you're an
Okay.
iPhone user, or and there's the graphic. So either whether you're an iPhone user or Android, you can download this app. And so, and I know there were so many people who were shooting video all over, filming
Right.
all over campus over the weekend, and probably have some video or photographs that could be helpful to the investigation. So if you would download that app, and any video that you may have taken over the weekend, or photographs, especially in the area where these events occurred, please consider downloading that app and then uploading photographs and videos to that site. It's a very simple, very intuitive and interactive, and certainly the state police, as the investigation continues on, would appreciate all the help that we can provide.
And that's absolutely right. One comment that stuck out to me from Colonel Davis yesterday, he mentioned that no piece of information is too small of a piece of information. We may have students or non-students, like you said, who were going live on social media during that time. It looks like we have graphics here of some of the classroom outreach between the state troopers and our students here at Grambling State University as well. Uh, these efforts are very appreciated because it's one of the things that's going to help bring some sort of normalcy back to campus, just reassuring students and the community as well that their safety is our number one priority here at Grambling State University. And
Absolutely, and to that point, Charles, if I could, one of the things, and I certainly want to thank Dr. Tazinski Lee and Dr. Carletta White for allowing us to, and Dr. Herb Simmons for allowing us to speak to some of their students yesterday, while Colonel Davis and Lieutenant Colonel Cammon and Lieutenant Colonel Van Buren, as well as Major Williams, who were here, to be able to talk to our criminal justice majors, to because that was an opportunity in and of itself for criminal justice majors to meet the superintendent of the Louisiana State Police, to provide information about state police as a career. And it's not often that students will have the opportunity to meet that agency head. And so we did not want the visit just to be, about, responding to these events from last week, but also giving our students an opportunity to meet and interact. And some of the questions that came up were, in addition to, of course, the events of last week, but it was, things like, what led you to be in state police, and students, as they're, thinking about career opportunities, to hear it from them. And look, I have with state government. I've known all of the colonels of the state police, and as we look at the makeup now, with the top three at the Louisiana State Police being African American, that has never happened before. And so, the 100 Black Men have their motto is, "What they see is what they will be," and I think
right.
that sent a powerful message to see that they could be, in state police. So I guess the music tells me we're on a break.
Yeah, we are going to take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have more from Prez Says here on KGRM, and you can stream us on YouTube as well. Stick around. We'll be back right after these messages, and we'll see if we can get some information out there to see if we can hear from some of our listeners who may have comments or concerns. You're listening to Prez Says here on 91.5 KGR.
At First National Bank, we have a strong team of bankers who are dedicated to meeting the needs and dreams of our customers. With competitive rates, tailored loans, and exceptional customer service, your experience with us is sure to be like no other. Call or visit us today.
How much time we got on break?
Of required immunizations for students at
All right. We are back here live with Prez Says here on 91.5 KGRM. Like I mentioned earlier before the break, I do want to give out a little information. If you are listening live now and you would like to send some type of comment or statement, you can do so through our live chat with our listeners on KGRM. So you can go to gram.edu, click on the KGRM link, then click on listen live and then select listener chat to submit a question or a comment for myself or Perez while we have you here. Show is about 15 out for the show. So if you are looking to get some questions answered or you're a concerned listener, just shoot us a message in the chat and we'll do our best to get around to what you have going on. Uh, Prez, I want to talk a little bit more about the counseling services that have been provided on campus. Beginning on October 19th, counseling services for students, faculty, and staff was provided by the university counselors in the University of Louisiana system, as well as our counselors here on campus. I do believe we have a graphic for contacting our counselors here on campus. You can contact Dr. Colleen Speed. You can contact Ms. Tundra Turner. You can also contact Kim Gibson and Katrina Burks. We have that information here on the screen as well, a little larger graphic in case you needed phone numbers or emails to contact those services provided for faculty, staff, and students here on the campus of Grambling State University. Um, we know that we have the gun violence awareness walk uh, later today, and I just want to fill out some questions for you here, Perez. What have you heard from any concerned parents about what's going on campus with their children, and just how do we console individuals to let them know that it's okay and that we're trying to do what we can to help keep everyone protected here.
Sure, and I've spoken to parents and students. I spoke to four parents from San Diego. There were two from Sacramento, California. I spoke to a mother from Wisconsin yesterday, and obviously they're all very concerned, which certainly they have every right to be. But as we've talked through again our short-term, midterm, and long-term planning as far as campus safety. Certainly, they have expressed to me, a feeling of assurance that we are taking this seriously, and we're doing the appropriate things going forward to ensure that we continue to enhance safety on the campus. And one of the things that we're talking about as far as midterm and long-term safety enhancements, we have already for the last 10 months been involved in our campus master plan project. And I keep talking about it, and not everybody fully understands what it is. And I brought the old one here. If you can see, this was
Oh
the
wow!
last one that was conducted was in 2007. So there, and of course, due to turnover in leadership here at the university, uh, many of the plans in this last master plan did not come to fruition. Now, some that did were the enhancements of the new student housing. So it was part of it was to demolish the old dorms and build new ones. So that aspect of it was. But there were recommendations in here of other uses of some of our campus spaces that would have potentially provided a an opportunity to restrict more access to the campus. We are in this process now. I've spoken with our consultant, and we are accelerating the campus safety component because there's campus safety, there's academics, there's athletic, there's housing, there's quality of life aspects of the entire plan. So again, this is not a short process. This is again that's why I brought the binder to give some indication of how comprehensive this planning is. And, I'm very thankful that we did begin this work many months ago, almost a year ago. And so we're not having to start from scratch as we're developing the implementation of these campus safety enhancements. And I will tell you that there will be there will be probably inconveniences that are a part of what we are looking to do. There will be probably some privacy concerns that will flow from it, especially from the technology enhancements that we're envisioning. Again, I want everyone to know that this is not something that we're just starting post last week's events. These are long range plans that we have been very hard at work in, even as we've been doing all the other things that we've had to do over the last year. And so for those who keep saying I'm leaving, I'm invested in seeing our master plan through. Okay, and so
Hmm.
again, I felt led to say that because of the there are those who obviously have too much time on their hands and really are not helping us as we're trying to employ the best thought leadership on how we move this university forward, and how we can really make it all that we have the potential to be. But it's going to take all of us working together and not pointing fingers and playing the blame game. Now, I will say, Charles, and to everyone's listening, I mean, I'm the president. The buck stops with me. And so, I accept
That's
full
right.
responsibility for all of this, because at the end of the day, it is not only my job to get on air and do Prez Says, or go to games, or other things. You know, I'm also responsible for our student athletes and band who are getting on airplanes going to
That's
Ohio,
right.
or like the band is going to Las Vegas to play for the Raiders this weekend, or
And
will
that's a big
travel to
deal.
Tallahassee. These are all big deals. They really are. So it's not only just the campus itself that we're responsible for. Every at whatever point a student enrolls at this university, they become our responsibility, and we don't take that responsibility lightly. It is something that we plan for, whether you people visibly or publicly see the work going on. I can assure you that the work and the planning is very much a part of what we're doing every day.
Excellent. We did have a chance to speak with the interim vice president of student affairs, Dr. Rudolph Ellis, earlier in the week. And he did give us a couple of reminders to the student body that we're not going to congregate on campus. We're going to honor the imposed curfew from 9:30 p.m. to 6 a.m., lowering music and being respectful, not allowing visitors in your resident halls or apartments, and of course, if you see something, then send something or say something. All these measures are put in place to help move forward to, like I said earlier, to get back to some normalcy. And you can see the graphic there on screen. If you need to report an emergency, you can do so by contacting the GSU police at 318-274-2222. And again, it is very imperative that we honor these campus ID checkpoints. We honor everything that they're asking of us in order to keep our campus and our student body safe. So I commend everybody involved for, uh, just trying to get everything back to normal on campus. I'm hearing my music, so it looks like we're going to take a quick break here, a quick 2-minute break. We'll be back with more Prez Says after this.
Got 100 happy days coming your way. 100 happy days. So put a smile on your face. 99
Grambling State University app is here, and the features make it 100 times easier for you to navigate through the semester. Get direct access to your grades, student email, your Tiger One card, news, the KGRM radio station, campus events, local weather, and more. There's even a map that'll show you exactly where you are on campus so that you can get to where you need to be. In your free time, you can stay up to date with the latest social media posts from the Grambling State University, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So head over to the App Store and download the Grambling State mobile app today.
All right. We are back with Prez Says. I'm your host, Charleston Talbot, and I'm here in the studio with President Rick Gallo. The time is 25 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour, and we're just wrapping things up here with Prez. I know we have other campus activities going on today. Like we mentioned earlier, curfew is enforced here on campus. Did also want to mention that the food services with McCall Dining Hall, they also have revised hours from 6 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. daily as well. I'm checking our lines and I don't see any questions or comments for us, but I do want to kind of, I guess we can focus on any other updates or any messages that you just want to send out before we log off here, Press.
Sure. And to that last point about the food service, one of the questions that I've gotten from students is, well, what if I'm in the band or, participating in one of the sports? We will make accommodations for all of our student athletes, band, cheer, in any of our student organizations that are having practice into the evenings. Everybody will get an opportunity to be fed. So certainly we're not unmindful of that. And if I could circle back just a little bit to Dr. Ellis and his team, they have just been
Sure.
Phenomenal. And just as we've all been sort of covering different aspects of the response, whether it's the constant request for interviews and media inquiries. And let me just say that I think that when we look at the recognizability of Grambling, and the fact that news outlets from all over the world, quite frankly, have been covering events here, I think it certainly does speak to how recognizable the name Grambling is. And so we've got to going forward and starting with all of us who are here on campus, whether you're faculty, staff, students, or you're an alum elsewhere, what can we do to strengthen the brand of Grambling and to recover from this and move forward in a positive way? Because if you think, one of the parents I spoke to in California actually was here for homecoming, and she was able to come and spend time with her daughter. Went to the game, after the game, left and returned back safely to California, which was the case for over 99% of those who came here, had a safe time, and were able to return back to their respective homes safely. It's just that those events of post 1 a.m. on Wednesday and Sunday that now have the focus of the world here on Grambling, and to see some of the local TV or regional TV stations still doing live remotes from our campus, Thursday and Friday after this event. I certainly, question, the continued focus on it, but, we have to be responsive to the media and to those who want information, and we're certainly going to continue to do that. But certainly need our students to know that as we move forward, their safety is always going to be our top priority. I'm sorry on behalf of the institution for all of the negative light that has been shown on us because of these events, but I can assure you that we will not rest as we move forward to continue to enhance the campus, the programming, and everything that's great about Grambling, because what happened is not what we're about. We're about to celebrate next week, week after next, our 120th anniversary.
Absolutely.
We have faced challenges. We've faced a lot of uphill battles over that 120 years, but I can assure you that as we go forward, we will continue to, as Coach Ellis would say something good about Grambling.
Prez, I thank you for spending some time to talk to us and our listening audience. Thank you for coming through. Thank our listening audience for listening. Also want to thank student producer Kiana White, Avia Knighton on graphics, Mr. Lynn here on audio, and of course Mr. B for executive producing the segment. Everybody stay safe and go Grambling. Talk to you all next time.
Grambling is growing. It's a community. Grambling is an education, an experience. Grambling is legacy, tradition, and the future. What is Grambling? Grambling is all of this and more. Grambling is the place where everybody is somebody.